Hey guys, and welcome back to another NTW 3 Battlefield today, and it's a glorious one. As the French Imperial Guard is here, it's always a glorious battle when the Guard turn up for battle. And yes, this is a glorious 4v4 between 4 French armies and 3 Russian and 1 Prussian. So it's certainly going to be an interesting one, that is for sure. We have, I'm not quite sure on what period we are. I think we're like sort of like 1809 or something like that, because we have Murat here, we have the Guard, we have Murat. Actually, this is all Murat. Okay, so yeah, of course, like plenty of cuirassiers and stuff like that, plenty of cav. It's going to be an exciting one, that's for sure. We've got Orgru here, we've got also on the far side we have land, so I guess yeah, it could be like 1809. Actually might be a little bit earlier than that, 1805 maybe, or something like that. Like that sort of period would be. But what we can see here, Grenadiers already getting hit hard. Yeah, you can tell from the uniforms, it's in like early periods, so like 1805 would make sense. So yeah, this is certainly going to be a fun one, that is for sure. I mean, that also makes sense why we have early period Russia here as well. But yeah, this is certainly going to be a very, very fun one. I'm looking forward to it, that is for sure. You can see we've got like Carabiniers, Italian over here. We've got lots of Legere, just yeah, generally lots of light infantry shifting out this way here. We've got cavalry as well, already getting prepared to duel in this forest. And it looks like we've already got a house battle taking place over here. The Russians actually managed to get a unit in this building. I'm not quite sure what the French have sent in. Oh, they sent in some light infantry. Oh yeah, it's like just some light like skirmishers in here. But they are battling for the house. And I guess technically this is the first action of the battle. Yes, if you're enjoying NTW3, would like to see some more Napoleonic action, some more glorious line battles, some epic cavalry charges, and some pounding cannon volleys, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new on here, and a comment show your support. It really does help out the channel. And yeah, if you want to make sure you don't miss out on a single NTW3 battle, make sure to hit that notification bell, and you'll also be informed about all the streams that we do for NTW3 as well. We do at least once a week, one a week, and yeah, hopefully you guys can stop by and come and check those up, because they're good fun, and we always do some really cool scenarios for them. I'm not quite sure what they just sent in there. They just kept sending another line infantry unit, but this one's coming out. Or maybe it's just like, oh, the rest of the unit might just be coming out because there's only so much room, I guess. That would make sense. But anyway, the Russians are taking up a position on the street. They have a big old battery here that's pounding away on Lanz's flank here. Yeah, they are hitting hard. I mean, this is like the old Russian armies before they've sort of like get a bit of a rejuvenation during the Great Patriotic War of 1812. We've got lots of like I don't know, militia, you could say, almost like serfs almost. They're just like given guns and told to go and fight. We have got some more like musketeer style stuff back here, and we've got a general here. We've got more artillery actually. We've got a howitzer here. So this Russian army in the center here going heavy with that artillery. Looks like more artillery as well being set up over here. There's like a horse artillery piece here. It's being set up in the woods. So yeah, like this tree line is just filled with Russian guns right now, which is great to see. It's a very, very cool look to it. What do we got back here? We've got more light infantry by the looks of it. We've got some dragoons here. I've been told in this one, by the way, it's a very close one, very chaotic. Some really cool grenadier charges. The Guard apparently have an absolute stellar of a game. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. There's plenty of cuirassiers as well, so they are probably going to end up doing some great stuff. This building here has been raised to the ground, so if the Russians couldn't have it, they decided the French also weren't allowed to have it. Whether the French took a lot of losses for that, I don't really know. I mean, this unit down here has already lost 20 men. It's the 44th, so no, I'm going to say no, they didn't lose a lot of men. Because the 44th is like, it's still pretty, like, it's also like 20 men, that's it. The Guard look like they're going to take up a central position, maybe as a reserve army. I'm not really sure where they're going exactly. We've got Marines of the Guard here as well. Got Dragoons as well, like foot Dragoons. Are these? Yeah, these are part of the Guard as well. They're a funky looking unit. Do kind of like the look of them. Be interesting to see how they do in battle. It seems like, yeah, lots of like chasseurs being bought. Grenadiers of the Guard are here as well. So it looks like a lot of old Guard being brought today. Yeah, these are... Well, they're chasseurs of the Guard, and these are... Where's the sergeant? I saw them in there. chasseurs. Yeah, they're in there somewhere, I think. Yeah, they're in there somewhere. And there we go. We've got a cavalry charge going in here, trying to take out Voltigeurs. Looks like they're gonna fail to even take out that little light infantry unit. That is a shame. There looks like a hussar unit there for the Russians, and they're just running around the front lines here, harassing stuff. They're gonna get a big volley here from line infantry and some Laguerre. Seems like this early period France as well, not everything's going to be able to form square, so I mean, that is going to put the French vulnerable to cavalry, just like the Allied forces here. But here we go, cavalry charge going in, yeah, something like a hussar sort of unit going in. They actually had a bit more success that time trying to take out the Laguerre, the Voltigeurs, but they did actually in fact fail, still. Cavalry in fact was routed, so I guess a win there for the French. I mean, they actually did eventually break, but I mean, cavalry trading for a skirmisher, that's a good win, to be honest. Big columns up here. I mean, this early period of France, like the units are so much bigger. Like compared to like 1815, where it's rare you get a unit over 100. French here, all their units are like over 100, and they're flanking hard. Look, they're going through this forest here. I don't know where the other Russian player is. Maybe back here. This is why we can see these units here. So he's coming up the road, desperately trying to support his ally on the left. There's plenty of cav out here as well. This is certainly be an interesting fight. Looks like these are, I don't know, these look like dragoons or chasseurs. No, not chasseurs, cuirassiers, sorry. They will be interesting to see how they do in battle. These look more like chasseurs or just hussars, actually, in fact. But yeah, this flank here from Lannes, very nice little move. If Orgru here can engage this Russian line, then Lannes can just flank around and do devastating amount of damage. Maybe entirely like wipe out this flank here, and that will like the center. This would be great for the French. Do let me know who you're rooting for. Are you Team France or are you Team Coalition? Are you Team like Russia and Prussia? The Shurs fighting together. Yeah, I mean they're shooting that cavalry. They're getting some okay kills. What's back here? Looks like more like guard cavalry, like more like cuirassiers or something like that. So they're bringing some pretty decent cav. Are the Russians to match Murat's cavalry? They're going to need plenty of it, that's for sure. With a full cavalry corps against them, they could be in trouble. A volley for the Emperor. Or not. Oh, I can hear like melee fighting. Why can I hear that? Oh, the volleys here and the Laguerre taking a pounding, actually. I thought I could hear a melee fight, but maybe not. Oh, yeah, I can, because there's cavalry here. Cavalry just charging the Lancers here, breaking that skirmisher. Now going into the flank of the Laguerre here, breaking them. Can they break any more? This one's also like lower morale here. 24th Infantry cannot deal with them. Got cavalry here, got some chasseurs, cheval, and now going in. A little delayed, but they are finally in there. They're going to take out this Lancer artillery, hitting both friend and foe in that encounter there, and routing the cavalry as well. So there you go. I mean, a pretty good win there for the Russians. Traded it off pretty well. The French are going to need to send in more infantry to fill that gap. Orgru here taking a bit of a setback, but not the end of the world, that is for sure. He's got the guard that can always come up and support him. He's got Fusiliers guard here as well, of Hesse. So a German state providing some infantry. But it looks like the Russians are just about to be able to engage Lannes here, who's setting up his light infantry here. We've got plenty of skirmishers, musketeers setting up as well. But here we go. The Laguerre setting up. Are they going to get off a volley? Surely they'll catch these Russians out. I don't think the Russian players are aware of them. I'm not sure. They must be. They seem to be walking incredibly close to them. Quite happy to engage. Here we go. Laguerre going in. If you want to send in your own NTW3 replays to then feature on the channel, feel free to join my Discord. The link's down below in the description. It's the best place to send in your own replays if you want them featured on the channel and have your name lit up in lights. The Grenadiers here, huge Grenadier unit, 198. I thought they were maybe going to go in for a bayonet charge. They were getting pretty close, but I think they changed their minds. I mean, this huge grenadier unit would do a lot of damage, but cavalry back here now causing all sorts of problems. Trying to go for artillery that has been caught out here. These are like big artillery pieces as well. The cavalry has routed, but so have the guns. So mission accomplished really there for the French. They did what they needed to do. They got that little, looks like a little hussar unit in there, and that has done a lot of damage. Very, very nice. And getting rid of those guns, that's a big win. They've been wheeled up all that way for nothing. What a waste of time. But yeah, the French in here, they've really entrenched themselves in. They've got these carabiniers, they've got these light infantry as well. Just in here, and they're able to harass. They've got grenadiers here, a small unit as well. They can just stay in this forest and just be a menace to this Russian army on the center here, which is not quite engaging two French armies yet, but it has the potential to be. Prussia playing quite passive right now. I mean, I don't know where Prussia's going, but Prussia right now, I mean, could obviously push this way and try to threaten Orgu's flank, or he can obviously shift left and he can go and support his Russian allies. And looks like France making big moves here. Murat now moving forward with purpose. With lots of dragoons coming forward here. Yeah, a lot of dragoons and hussars. Seems Russia's going to give way. Maybe Russia doesn't have much cav here. I mean, they have obviously a decent amount, but not enough to deal with all this. But this is a lot of cavalry. And it's not all of it as well. Like, Murat's got more. Plenty more. And you know, he loves the cavalry charge. Murat, obviously a very famous cavalry commander in his era. Loves a glorious charge. Risks all. And then often they paid off. More than often they worked. We've got the Guard coming up, by the way. Looks like they're going to push up this road and maybe try and hit the flank of the Russians here as well. Maybe support Lands in this push. I mean, it's a small corps. The French certainly haven't got numbers on their side, I'd imagine. I mean, we can't see all the Russians and the Prussians because of fog of war. But, I mean, the Guard corps are never typically that big. And it seems like it's the case today. We've got a little gendarme cavalry unit here. I think that's all the cav that they're providing. But yeah, we've got lots of very elite infantry here. Oh, there are the grenadiers. Oh, they are. They look like grenadiers, like in the middle guard. They're not grenadiers or the young guard. They're not grenadiers of the old guard. That's for sure. Neither do those ones. So yeah, they brought like middle guard grenadiers. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, but these are the old guard grenadiers. They're the classic. Go on, my boys. Get in there and do a great charge. I mean, yeah, with the numbers of the guard and then also the cavalry. Like the cavalry corps of Murat. I mean, it's a good cavalry corps. It'll cause a lot of problems. But, yeah, it's, they're small corps. Just put it like that. It looks like this is going to be a massive blow here to the Russians. So they're going in hard. Lands is coming in. We've got the Guard moving up. We've got Murat moving up with cuirasses as well. They look like they're going to go in hard here. And just, yeah, pound this Russian army here. Before the Prussians can arrive, I mean, they can hit this Russian army on multiple flanks. It's really kind of left itself isolated. Its allies being forced back by Lands and more of Murat. So yeah, they are just going to try and pick this army off on its own and just kind of split the coalition forces in two. We've got fusiliers of Hesse here as well. These guys seem to be able to form square more than the Frenchies. We've got Russians charging in here. I don't know if they've got really much of a chance taking on the Guardsmen. They've got the cavalry for France as well, countering the... no surprise, those Russian infantry there did nothing against the Guardsmen. We've got dragoons going in there, kind of into the forest, getting kind of slowed down a bit. They are harassing this infantry here. The Guard as well, moving up. Actually, this is Lance's corps, but here we go. Big cavalry charge here coming in. Again, oh, we've got Russian cav moving in. These look like cuirassiers or something, so they look like they're coming in. Yeah, Prussia coming with a lot of cav here. That might help out on this flank here. As the French cav goes in, looks like it's going to rout the Russian infantry. There's Russian cav just waiting behind over here. Come the Prussians. The first time we've seen them ambushing the dragoons here on the flank, routing them pretty easily. Are they now going to be able to get into the French infantry here? These guys can't form square. They might need to. What have we got here? We've got dragoons breaking. Russian infantry counter-charging here. Whether they can break through Orgu's line, I don't know. Looks like they might. This morale just shatters. I mean, yeah, this is actually atrocious. Yeah, look at this. Fusiliers breaking here. Didn't form square. Surprised they didn't, but they did repulse those dragoons pretty easily here. Here we go. We've got Guard Imperial coming in. Prussia has retreated with his cav, and it looks like the dragoons here being forced back. Russia's now pushing forward here. It looks like he's going to try and threaten this flank of Lands, who is committed. The dragoons here, they get here just to stand and pray that they don't get like charged head on. Get a volley off, boys. That's all you can do. Did just about break that dragoon unit. Very nicely done. The infantry over here as well being broken by the old guard grenadiers. And look at that. They've already started to push back the Russians in the center here. Did take a fair few losses though. I mean, they've lost a few units here and there. Got Fusiliers of Hesse coming up still. Yeah, big push there by the French. And now we've got Russian infantry going in here against this line infantry unit. I don't know if they'll really break them. It's a good attempt though. Maybe they did. I don't know. They're just reforming out of square by the looks of it. They're trying to. The cuirassiers here, whether they're going to go for a charge on those line infantry, they're setting up behind the front lines, would suggest something is afoot. Oh, they might be getting ready for the cuirassiers here. I think we're going to see a big cuirassier fight. I mean, there's also like some like Cossacks in there, but they're lightweights in this very much heavyweight fight. This is, well, they don't call it heavy cav for no reason. There's another cuirassier here by the looks of it. Maybe Prussia went all cav. I mean, I don't think he did, because we're seeing artillery now appear over here, but you never know. Oh, and Russia's actually now pushing over here. I didn't even see this. Russia's being aggressive against Orgu as he pushes forward in the center. Russia's now flanking here. It's a good idea. I mean, you have to remember, there was another Russian army just here with Prussia, so they need to push hard because this Russian center is kind of crumbling. Got Cossacks here catching out the Legare. Don't think they're going to break them. Looks like the Cossacks going to get broken. The Russian infantry now in there though. And here go the cuirassiers. They're going after a single Legare unit. Oh, or maybe not. They're going to go through after the cuirassiers behind. I don't know. Line infantry form square. They're going to stop them. And the cuirassiers are getting out there smart. Don't want to get just pounded by that Legare. French infantry here, you need to give them a volley, boys. Give them a volley. Surprised the cav here is not going for charge. It's still a dragoon unit, but I guess maybe it's getting ready for the Russian cav here. They might need to counter. Russian dragoons going in, getting a volley in the face, but it's not going to slow them down. And looks like another. Oh, then this is French cuirassiers going in now to counter. They're routing those Russians. Oh boy, yeah. And this Russian cav's kind of holding for now. More cuirassiers coming in. Yeah, they're flanking hard now with the cuirassiers. Oh, the French. This is turning into a pretty chaotic fight here. And we've got dragoons going in. They're going to try and stop this infantry from retreating, I guess, to allow the cuirassiers to catch up. Musketeers here in big trouble. Got a little Hussar going in, and here go the cuirassiers here, battling each other straight down the middle of this fight. France versus Prussia, and here we go. Prussia's infantry is now all appeared in the middle. We're ready to support the Russians. It's good to see they're ready to help their allies. The dragoons look like they might just about break, but they have routed some musketeers with them. They're getting countercharged by infantry here. Hussars here trying to sneak their way through. They look like they've achieved it.
The men are fatigued, sir.
All the cuirassiers over here are just walking around. They're just, just chilling. Looks like cuirassiers here, they are tired, but they're chasing off the The Prussian ones. That's right. And we've got a general here being caught. Look at this. This is what the Hussars are after. They've routed the Russian general here. That is a massive, massive problem. And this Russian army is in real trouble. I think it's gone. I can't really see much of it left. I think this is the one that came up the road. It's been annihilated. It's gone. It's gone before the center one's gone. There you go. General killed. That must be the one that we just seen rout. Prussia now going in against the French cuirassiers once again. And yeah, I mean, France is planning in push back over here, only a little bit. Dragoons and infantry here trying to force out the French from this town. Sort of achieving it. I mean, Ulgru's probably quite happy with that. I mean, I say that his infantry line is not big left. Well, certainly not on that side. It's got more over here. So it's not atrocious, but it just being split, it kind of looks a lot less. It's got a lot of Murat cav here, actually. Murat's cav here just protecting a lot of dragoons. We've got a carabineer actually here as well. Another heavy cav unit. Good unit to hit. The Russians still seem pretty, you know, pretty solid, pretty intact. I'm surprised this cav hasn't just rushed up and tried to take out the cannons. They are just stood there getting hit. I mean, Lands is still here. I don't know where the guard's gone. The guard's even still alive. The guard might not even be alive, you know. This is all Orgru. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, unless it's shifted. Oh no, it's over here. The guard's shifted. It's moved on. It's moved on. They're busy elsewhere now. They don't care about what's in front of them. To be fair though, you need to be careful. Lands has got like artillery and like infantry here getting overrun by Prussians. They need to be super careful. I will let you know if you've got this far in the video, well done. But also, some very exciting news. I do have a very cool 3-part battle I'm going to show you next week. There's NTW 3. It is a stonker. I've been told, like, it comes down to the wire in most battles. It's really bloody. And it's a very, very famous one between France and Russia. So you can have a good guess of what battle it might be. But yeah, we thought we'd do that battle justice and do like a nice 3-part battle on it. So like for each flank, almost. We've got the Dragoons here shifting up, so see how they do. More men breaking. I don't know if that's what's broke quite there, but the Russians are being a little bit aggressive here on the edge of the tree line. They're getting kicked, their asses handed to them by the Hussars. They had Dragoons that did eventually go for the guns up here, and actually the Carabineers have gone up as well. Finally dealt with this artillery, and the Dragoons here routed. Can the Carabineers go into the back of this infantry? Rout it all? I think they probably could. They're already on red morale in a few areas. Or they're going to go for the general. That equally is a pretty good choice. They're going to go for the infantry. I mean, they could nearly get this general. This general's open to be taken out. I mean, there's a bunch of cavalry over here that could probably do it. Well, maybe not the heavies. They take a long time to run. But like a little dragoon unit, a little like Hussar unit, just send them in. Go and take our general out. He's asking to be taken out. This is the guard over here. No, it's grenadiers and carabineers going in. Carabineers pretty good in melee, but they're losing at the moment. Morale is not looking great. The Prussians here resisting okay. Their army seems a little all over the place. Seems a little higgledy-piggledy. Seems the case with the coalition at the moment. Since that centre broke, they're in a bit of chaos. General here looks like he's routing, looks like he's about to break. He's one of those flashing flags down there. And we've got dragoons and we've got carabineers in there. And then another general's been killed off. So that's 2 Russian generals dead. One still remains along with the Prussian one. Russia is doing a good job though over here, routing a lot of French troops. Orgru is in a lot of trouble actually. Out of the French course, he's probably the most likely to go. There you go, a general died for the French. That is Orgru, I think, being killed off. So just as I was saying, he's most likely to be killed off. He is. Got a guard unit here actually for the Russians. That's cool. Cool to see the guards. These are certainly like more like professional looking Russians, that's for sure. We've got plenty of decent cav here as well. I mean, Olgru's remaining troops are like retreating over here. I'd certainly target them if I could, but hard to tell what's what or who's caused what in NTW3 at the moment. Since you don't get the flashing, like, I mean, we can't even see the Russian names. So it's the same case for the players when they play it. So it's a bit of a shame, but I guess it just means you can't target stuff as easily. The line infantry going in here, they're going to try and break this Russian line. It seems like the French just in combat much better in 90% of fights. We've got the Prussians going in here trying to take out this little Leger unit. And then Hussars are countercharging for the French. I don't know whether they'll do it. They're active. Yeah, they might be okay. Sabres slashing in the air. Dueling. I mean, this light infantry could just put a volley into the side. Probably break these Prussians. There you go. Like I said, nicely done. Really well done there by the French. The Guard's still persisting. Got the Marines of the Guard in there. Okay, let's see how they do. The Dragoons of the Guard, these like dismounted Dragoons going in. Morale does not look great, I'm not gonna lie, but it's turning itself around. I feel like as Dragoons they pull out a sword or something. They won't just go charging with their bayonet. But maybe they want that extra reach, which is understandable. The Guard here now taking up this right flank here with Murat's remaining cav up on this side here. And Prussia's getting forced back. I mean, they're just getting outflanked constantly here. The old Guard itself leading the way on this right flank here. It's kind of like Greek phalanxes. They're like the general always fought on the right hand side because it's the place where there was most glory. And it's also kind of where the phalanx would lead as well. Like you lead from the right in a Greek phalanx. But anyway, don't know why I'm talking about Greek phalanxes while we're in the Napoleonic era. Olgru here, certainly playing a defensive situation. You can see the French, you know, they don't have much in the way of infantry left. It's mostly healthy on the right at the moment. Centre, it's looking okay. Lands have still got a relatively decent amount of troops. He's still got that big it's not garrison, is it? No, Grenadiers, I was going to say. Grenadiers of Oudinot. They're over here. Still about 150 of them. Put them into melee somewhere. I mean, that's what they really need to do. Just get the Guard into melee, and you allow the cavalry here, Murat's cavalry, which is actually currently descending on some Prussian Grenadiers. Get them in there. Get them to descend on the Prussians, because they can break a lot of these guys. And here we go. What's this? This is Russian cavalry. Looks like Russian Hussars, or like, no, it looks like Russian Guard cavalry, maybe, I'm not sure. If Cuirassiers, they look like they could be. They've been they've broken Murat's cavalry there. I hadn't even realized the Prussian Cuirassiers are gone. I don't know when they went, but they have been scared off. Still got a healthy Cuirassier on the far side there, only 9 men. Got a charge here from the Russians. I love watching the cavalry charges. Oh, they should perform square. Oh, then they change direction at the last moment. They're going in for the Hessian Fusiliers. They're going to form square just in the nick of time. Which, I mean, really they did smash through that unit, but yeah, look at that. Morale just drops for the Russians. Forming square, brutal. Russians charging in here. It's more cavalry, yeah, a little Cossack when they're going in. Routed. We've got infantry as well over on this side, routed as well, but they've also traded with some French, taking some of them down with them. Prussians been pushed back again. They just don't love a combat fight. The gendarmes, sorry. fighting again with the infantry. I mean, a tiny little unit of like 20 men. So there's only 11 left. They're routing over 100 men. Guess there's the old guard here. Fighting it out. I mean, as soon as one Prussian breaks, I said, oh, they're like swimming, really. They're firing while in combat. I don't know. You're not really supposed to do that in NTW3. Prussian artillery here being caught out. It's horse artillery. Looks like it's limbering up. The Russian one might want to take the hint and get out of there. It looks like the Hussars aren't bothered. They're just going to go into these, this cavalry down here. Russia, yeah, looking pretty rough. But they still have a decent amount of cav, you know, with goons here. Still healthy. If they can get these this cuirassy unit in there, maybe Julian, that might help. In go the Grenadiers of the Guard. The iconic Grenadiers of the Guard for the French. Oh, the big battalion units going in, and it's taken on the Guard as well. The Russian Guard versus this big old French Grenadier unit. What a matchup, both in melee as well. I mean, they pierce that square easily. As you'd expect, to be honest. Looking very even right now, yeah. Winning slightly apparently the Grenadiers. Huh, good on them. Russians just keep charging in and they keep being routed. It's just not worth it. You want to charge like units that are vulnerable, not just like fresh units for the French. Looks like the Guard did lose that fight for the Russians. Looks like I can see, unless this is them here re-rallying. This is the base of the light infantry. The Grenadiers did them win, but they have just routed themselves. Another general has been killed. That might be the other Russian players. I'm going to guess probably is the other Russian players. So these is Prussia, but Prussia looks like he's at least been routed fully. Russia's got a couple of units left, and that is it. You might as well go back to back, boys. Defend to the very last man. Which could be 3 or 4, it could be 300. But yeah, I mean, the French have not come out with much infantry left, but like I said, they didn't start the battle with much in the way either. But yeah, I mean, it's like, well, the Guard over here, some of Lanzer's Corps, and that is about it. There's not much in the way of infantry left. It's a howitzer here. It's just firing a point. Yeah, it's a howitzer firing a point blank range. I don't know whether it can fire canister, but I mean, if the French don't move, we're gonna find out in a second. I guess it probably can't. The howitzer is gone, as is, well, everything else really. I'm just going to fast forward this last little bit because we're just kind of waiting on, I think, on the Prussian general to die. Once he's dead, which he's just been executed by some dragoons, that should be the battle, I think, because I can't see anything else left on the battlefield.
Must break.
Oh, there's a unit just spawned right at the top of this battlefield. Okay. No, it's this way. Where is it? Oh, it's Prussian guns right at the back over here. Alright. Are they really going to seriously just do that? Just charge in, boys. Just go and get yourself killed. Go and charge in and go and get yourself killed by some hussars. They've been plenty busy today. They have done loads. But yes, I hope you guys did enjoy the battle. It's certainly been a fun one. Just a little bit left that we're just going to fast forward through and just see what happens. I doubt these Prussian guns are really going to turn around. I mean, if they do, what a comeback. But it doesn't seem like they're going to. I mean, even with the weaknesses that like the French had forced upon themselves, like having Murat and then having the guards, they did well. I mean, they were organized, that's for sure. They decided which army they're going to take out first, the one that they could almost like hit on 2, maybe 3 multiple sides. Prussia and one of the Russian players almost ignored it. It became like almost a 4v2 at the start. It was tough for the Prussians and the Russians. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was certainly fun. The cavalry fights at the beginning, that's always nice. It's always nice to work in like gelling easily when you got a cavalry fight or something that's like taking place first. Speaking of cavalry, here is the cuirasses going in. They look like they're gonna just take out this artillery unit pretty easily. And there you go. Easy dub. Murat's cuirasses have done well. And they stayed alive, which is a feat in itself. But there you go. There is the end result. This was sent in by Johnny the Buffoon, who was playing as, I believe, as Murat, but it honestly could be as the guard. But I think it was Murat. That's from like the notifications I was getting of men breaking with from him. Got 2,100 kills as the Cav. That's very, very nasty. That's more kills than anyone else. Then we have Sniffles, who's playing as the guard, I think, getting just shy of 750. Sniper Smith playing as Orgru, I remember, getting 800 kills. Or Jakku playing as, I don't know which army, maybe Lanz's army? 100, geez, not even 100, it's 1,873. Get there eventually. G, Fork, and German all playing as Russian players, all doing relatively similar, getting like 700 kills, 900 in the case of German. I think he had a lot of joy against Sniper out on that flank. And then Don playing as Prussia. Yeah, not doing too great. Had one of the largest armies on the battlefield. I think the largest army on the battlefield. Or maybe not. I think Fork's actually 2,600. That's even bigger. Yeah, yikes. But yeah, this is Johnny's army. His cuirasses here getting 344 kills, 325 with another one there. I mean, your Dragoons 296, 284. Some pretty good kills there if you want to have a look at them. But that is a very, very good battle. Certainly was chaotic. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe, support the channel any way you can. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.